Hello, this is Danny. Welcome to a whole nother awesome review. Today I'll be reviewing The Babysitter. That's right, Netflix's 2017 The Babysitter. I'm going to be reviewing that movie today to tell you guys what I thought of the movie. And the actor and actress that stole the show for me in this film was Samara Weaving and Judah Lewis. Those two, that actor and actress, stole the film for me. So I really love this film because it captured a lot for me, like a film I always wanted to see, which is like a killer babysitter and a guy getting even with the babysitter and the killers. And that's what I loved about this film because it really makes. There's a lot of really cool death scenes in this film. I love the death scenes, by the way. They are filmed so perfectly. This film for me was a lot better than even some of the Friday the 13th movies. The third Friday the 13th movie, definitely, I thought this film was a lot better than that. And the creativity that went into the way that the people die in this film and the pacing of the movie and like how fun this movie was to watch. It's a horror comedy mixed with horror elements. It's got everything that that you could love, and I just love how Judah Lewis and Samara Weaving, totally connect in this film. Like they really have a purpose in this. B and Cole are my favorite characters in the movie, and B is this really hot high school girl. We're led to believe that a normal person, but we find out later on in this film that she's not normal at all. She's totally psycho, if you know what I mean. So she wants to do all these blood sacrifices by she gets this kind of like nerdy guy to go to Cole's house, and when he goes to sleep, she was going to murder this guy, right? And she gave Cole tried to give Cole a shot of liquor to get him to go to sleep, which I believe was drugged. I think they talk about that in the film. But anyways, she was going to sacrifice the nerd guy, and then she was going to go get Cole's blood, with get some of Cole's blood with a needle, and then Cole sees the murder happen when she murders that guy by stabbing 2 knives into his head. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's a crazy film. But what I love about the film is the pacing. The pacing of this film is fantastic. It's amazing. How creative the deaths are in this film is amazing. That's what I love about it. And I love that this film came out on Friday the 13th. It was so much fun to watch. Like, honestly, if they make a sequel to this film, I'm going to binge watch that too, I mean, it was a really fun film to watch. And the thing that was the most exciting about this movie was seeing Cole get even with B. I mean, he gets totally even. He literally, like, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but let's just say he straight out kills these people. You know what I'm saying? He gets even with these people and shit goes down. And that's what I love about this movie. So if you're going to watch a movie on Netflix, I suggest you watch The Babysitter on Friday the 13th because it is a great film. It is a great film. And a lot of people were saying on the trailer, oh man, this looks stupid. I can't, believe this. This looks so dumb. Like, why would anybody want to watch this movie? It looks stupid. The plot sounds insane. And the plot is insane. But the music, the soundtrack, you got a part where they play Queen, where he's freaking, like, driving a car through a house. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Seriously. And it's, like, the most awesome thing I've ever seen. And Netflix has done a lot of things. They tried to do, the Death Note thing, and my friend who was a fan of anime, he didn't care for that, and I kind of liked the Death Note movie, but the Babysitter, I mean, regardless if you like anime or not, it's its own thing. It's its own animal, and it's so creative. The deaths in this movie are so creative. I mean, there's a scene where he kills this woman that is trying to murder Cole with a knife, and he kills her with a firecracker. Yeah, he sets the firecracker off, and she's like, "You missed me," and like it's in like in a contained space, like, and he just like he gets out of there and he boards it up so she can't get out, you know. And it's amazing, that death scene. There's so many great deaths in this film. And I really liked how the film was filmed. I liked how the music was brought together. I liked how the film ended. And by the way, wait after the credits, because they got a little something after the credits. And I was like, wait, is there a little bit something after this? And yeah, there is. I mean, will there be a sequel to this film? Probably. And I really hope there is a Babysitter 2, because I would really, really like to see more of, this film continue. It is known in the film that B has done this many times before and has murdered and sacrificed kids before, doing blood sacrifices. So, I mean, it's very possible that B is going to be killing more people in future films to come, regardless of, how it plays out and everything. So if there's going to be sequels, that would be amazing, you know what I mean? But, you never know if there will be a sequel to this or not. But regardless, MCG, he brought it on this, you know what I'm saying? He brought it. Like, this film was very funny. I laughed a whole bunch of times. I never got bored. And the film, like, the hours that I watched this, like, they just flew by. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even notice how long the film took to watch. Like, I felt like I watched the movie in, like, 20 minutes. And I know the film was longer than that. But I was having so much fun watching this movie, I wasn't even looking at the clock. I wasn't even paying attention to how much time I had watched this film for. And that's what I really enjoyed about this. It had a great pacing to it. And I think that they were able to get a great pacing out of this film because they knew that they weren't restricted in a certain timeline, you know what I mean? So they were able to tell the whole story, on Netflix. How awesome is that? I mean, you know what? I gotta give it props. If I'm gonna give The Babysitter out of 10, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I love this film. I think it actually might be my favorite Netflix original horror film, like, ever. So, check it out. Highly recommended. The Babysitter. That's my review. I don't want to tell you guys too much about this film, because if I talk too much about it, I'm just going to spoil all the deaths, and I'll ruin the whole movie. And that's not fun. I want you guys to enjoy it. And I don't want to tell you guys too much what happens, okay? But definitely go check it out. It's worth checking out. And I'm giving The Babysitter a 10 out of 10. So check it out, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this review.